Do they say that?
Probably the title of of an incest hentai or something.
Except Bellringer.
If you were one of the how do you call the people who are there watching the trial? Well, one of the witnesses or random people on the room, you will scream that, Bellringer, Then everyone will look around and say, who said that?
And then
Yeah. Witness, your name and your occupation.
Wait. Why Gumshoe was a witness?
Why him? Yeah, he appeared already in a brief flash.
Yeah, but he's a detective. He wasn't a witness. Well, yes, sir.
He's always a witness. Well, yeah. I mean, he was there, no? When it happened.
After the, I thought after the crime was committed.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's witness in the sense of what he saw afterwards.
Yeah. Usually he's the one. Usually you call out the detective first, and then tear him to pieces. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct.
Daddy. I think it's Raiden, It's Raiden from Metal Gear 2, Yeah, she's cutting everything with that thing, Get to the point already. Get to the chopper.
It's funny that is coming from her.
Yeah. You can tell that you have an enemy in this game when the enemy has a total unique and absolutely horrible arrogance.
I love her though. She's amazing.
And maybe she loves you too, Look at how she holds her arm, She's like, she's flirting, Explain to the court the details of the matter.
Yes, sir. If everyone will please look at this map. I knew this was gonna be relevant. Yeah. The channeling chamber has no windows, and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. I knew it.
You don't want to know. What were they doing in there?
They
sinner.
But they were channeling a spirit, sir.
Channeling a spirit?
Is that code for something?
Call my lawyer.
Wait, what? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor.
I think if something will probably characterize a judge is that he will never be surprised at anything, after seeing the type of stuff that probably saw.
Yeah, considering how old he is, I think he had quite some cases.
Yeah.
Anyway, never heard that before. A few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Rushed A, basically.
And that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct?
No, Lara shot him, actually.
No. I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever proceeded over. He doesn't know anything about it,
Yeah.
He just said briefly what happened, there's nothing going on. It's just the beginning. He's already making a judgment.
But I mean, if you look at the case, you heard 2 gunshots and only 2 persons were in the room, just hearing from that, it's kind of obvious,
Well, but they had to provide evidence that there were, gunshots and stuff. I don't know how bad it is depending of a cop, in court like this.
Yeah, true.
Oh, Floroplanos. So, how was the victim killed?
I was about to get to that. Rude.
Stop wasting my time then. Yeah.
Alright. So
there.
Can press him on that. Okay, see.
Where's his PP?
The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. Shalashaska was it. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. Have we established that?
What? Since when?
I haven't heard that. Okay.
First time I hear about this.
We can press him on that for sure.
Someone hasn't told us everything about this,
Exactly, yeah. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. The stabbing of 87.
Where's he mad now? So the victim was stabbed before being shot.
This is the victim's
Really?
autopsy report, sir.
No, it's a package, you know, actually.
After being
Got it.
stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank. Yeah, we definitely have to press him on stabbed because we never heard about that before.
Yeah, this guy claims to be our ally, but he's always trying to trip us. You know, he's never telling things.
Well, I mean, he's a detective, so you know.
A defective that, I mean. But I mean, but still, you know. The court accepts it into evidence, Mr. Wright. You may question the witness.
Okay. Maybe we can also get the pistol in the evidence thing.
In what way will that help? Well, maybe, yeah, if it's not the right ballistics and so on.
Yeah, that and fingerprints, obviously, you know?
Fingerprints.
Let's see. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? Was it yours?
Your mom.
It was the victim's.
How did you know?
The victim. Now, why would he have... Oh.
Why will he have a pistol? Who cares?
Oh,
Who cares?
okay. I thought they meant... Because if they were to say that it was, like, Maya's pistol, I would be like... No? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Why did the Dr. Gray carry a pistol at all? And
for channeling, yeah. Like you can't shoot ectoplasm, you know?
Yeah, you know, something was going on there, you know, he was carrying a pistol there.
Yeah, and who cares? Of course it matters. Why would he carry a pistol with him in the first place? In Japan.
So, yeah. The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you are not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints. There were fingerprints.
Along
heard that in his life.
Along with the victims. Oh, with the victim. Okay. The defendant Maya face were also on the grip, sir. Well, what's... No.
Well, that doesn't prove anything, you know. Well, maybe she took the pistol afterwards. I don't know.
I was about to say, but who? Nah. Okay, if she, maybe. Okay, what I would assume, since I think they channeled her, right? If I remember correctly,
really?
I think so.
Wait a minute. Who were they?
Yeah, I think they were channeling her. And if that if that is the case, then maybe she possessed Maya. In that case, obviously, in this case, Maya's fingerprints would be on the gun, you know, because she sort of shot the sheriff.
I think you solved the case, basically, you know. She possessed Maya to kill the guy who killed her.
Yeah, but try to get that across.
That in a court of law.
But no, it doesn't make sense, because then you had, like, the bullet hole right here. And that's 8 inches off the ground, so that doesn't make sense.
Well, it was spirit. Maybe he shot him, you know, from the air as he was flying, you know.
Or maybe the maybe the pistol wasn't even the cause of well. I mean, yeah, there was also the stabbing, so. Yeah,
he was stabbed, implying that he was on the floor, and then they finished him on the floor with the pistol, or he was stabbed like he was standing, and then they shot him.
That's what we have to. That's what we have to figure out, if he was shot before or after the stabbing, also, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Because if it was shot after, it makes no sense that the shot is there.
Exactly, yeah. And then we also can get fingerprints on the knife if we have that.
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
I walked right into their tent. Hands here, there.
Take the shot.
We can press him on that because of the folding screen, you know.
No, given the lawyer back.
Yeah, sure.
No, stop it.
Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away.
How long is an inch?
And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
Mr. Finn is right.
She's so fucking cocky.
I got tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
Yeah, that's how we talk in Germany, if you didn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Excusez-moi. I'm turning French.
What? Gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn. Pentagon.
When something is shot from point blank, a burn there is left around the bullet hole.
Oh, maybe there is maybe there is one on the folding screen? Hmm?
No, we couldn't. I mean, wait a minute, let's see what he says.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal.
E.
And bothered. And there was definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. I never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Okay.
So, yeah, but the thing was...
Wait, here we have it. Before the victim was shot, he was stabbed. Before.
Yeah.
So he was stabbed before, he was stabbed and then shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, percent. No, first.
Yeah. Stabbed. And
How?
what was he stabbed with? Intellect? A fruit knife.
Fruit knife.
Would that work though? Isn't that too
Well,
dull?
I don't know. Probably they know in prison, or in the University of Rap, as they call it. I see. And whose knife was it?
It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, my face fingerprints are all over it.
Well, because she touched the air and then the air touched the knife, That's why.
Yeah, Corona basically, it's aerosols.
Yes, fingerprints are aerosols also, you cannot shut them.
Didn't you know?
All over it.
This doesn't look good.
Like the Jurassic Park thing. What will you do now, Mr. Penis Wright?
The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. Should we press him on that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
We don't have a limit of press, no?
No, we don't. How severe was the wound?
Boom.
If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
He knows it because he's a WWE fighter or something?
This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill.
E.
The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after stabbing. We can definitely press him on that, and I think we can also try to present the folding screen.
E. Yeah, actually, wait a minute. Take the other statements. Let's see it from the beginning.
I think we pressed them on everything, didn't we?
Yeah, but I want to read them again. Go to the beginning, a ver.
Yeah.
One by one. Before the victim was...
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the first one.
The direct cause of death was pistol shot to the forehead, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we cannot prove or how do you call it when you disprove something? Claim it's false, or something. We cannot say anything about that, so probably the next one. Let's see the next one.
Let me check, by the way, this one right here.
Oh, wait a minute. The autopsy that we got, I forgot.
Oh, yeah. Maybe there's something. Stabbed in the chest.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Stabbed in the chest and shot at point blank. Gunpowder residue around bullet hole.
Well, nothing there that seems...
Yeah, like this is the one that bothers me the most. 8 inches off the ground. Like if she would have shot him though, then she would have shot the ground.
The ground.
That's the thing.
Yeah, but we need to present it at the right moment.
Yeah.
The shot was taken from point blank range. Well, yeah,
Maybe.
the autopsy says that, so we cannot say nothing about that, I guess.
Yeah, but can we present this then?
No, wait.
Okay.
Maybe, wait a minute. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. No, nothing.
Yeah.
Next one. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. Nothing here.
Yeah.
The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
But we didn't press him on that.
One, yeah, could be this one or the one that you mentioned.
Let's press him on that. Let's see.
How it?
Are you sure you was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure can be. One, no can do. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A bala fool who is a bala fool, who will only listen to the foolish opinions of all their foolish fools.
Truer words were never spoken before.
Yes.
It's like she's trying to be fake deep, you know?
Actually, yes. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Well, actually, there's people who lived after that, you know?
Yeah, I was about to say, because I actually read... Forgot the name, but...
Read, you mean?
Yes. How is it called? Oh yeah, Zodiac, for the book about the Zodiac killer. And there was actually one guy that also had like gunpowder residue, but I actually was one of the guys that actually survived the Zodiac killer.
Also, you know, there's another story, not sure if you know this. In America.
Obviously.
Actually, there was a guy working at you know, they were building train tracks or something, and there was an explosion or something happened, you know, basically, but the guy got a steel beam going through his brain. And he survived that, lost a lot of brain matter.
How do you survive that?
I don't know, really, because I mean, when you get an injury to the brain, you don't really. I think the reason why you die is not because you stop, brain function stops. It would be like that if you get hit in the that small little brain that you have below your brain. I don't know the name in English, but otherwise, what kills you is the hemorrhage, and the inflammation.
Yeah.
Maybe in that case, it just didn't happen for some reason, but. The guy survived, but he lost his ability to do the stuff that is associated with that part of the brain, which I think was the frontal part of the brain. He stopped. He was unable to empathize, to understand emotions, to feel them or to understand emotions from others, and stuff like that. A bit like a psychopath, no?
A little bit, yeah. Interesting though, because I would assume like if you lose that much brain matter, that basically your skull is shattered at this point too.
Yeah, I don't even know how he survived that.
Yeah.
The cases must be also maybe the beam was very hot, so it cauterized. But even then, the inflammation and infection, I don't know.
Yeah.
Stranger. Does it matter then which was first?
You see though how they like sprinkle around stuff about this?
Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Bean is right.
Can someone please confiscate that fucking whip? What a pain. Phantom pain.
That's enough. I'm going to the bar. I've clearly established how the victim was murdered.
Does anyone want some rum? I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today.
Someone should have a pirate voice now that you mentioned rum action.
Well, there are going to be some more characters later down the line, so...
The court accepts them into evidence.
Actually, nice.
Oh, it's true. Murder weapon was Gray's 2 shot fired. Well, 2 shots fired.
2?
What? Bears Maya's on Gray's fingerprints. Why 2 shots? Who took this a second shot?
Didn't... I forgot in his first statement if he said if there were 2.
No, there's only 1 shot. Point blank, he said. 100%.
Okay.
Murder weapon, Asmoru fruit rifle, belongs to the face. Bears Maya's fingerprints.
Okay.
Maybe that is fruit, on it. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
Yeah, but only 1 to the forehead? Weird.
And the other?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they said there was only... Like, 2 gunshots, yes, but only 1 on the victim. Like, where is the other one then?
Yeah, we need to press the guy now about that.
Yeah.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. This does seem like an open and shut case. What? You haven't seen anything yet? You haven't seen any evidence? Like this guy, he's just told what to think, and he says, yes, yes, it's like that, you know. He's a machine from the reptoids, you know.
Yeah, it's all a conspiracy here.
Naturally.
This is going from bad to worse.
You know?
As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. But it isn't.
Doch Kaiser, feel free to laugh at little gable of yours. After all, there is no room left out, is there?
Are you... Alright.
That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Actually, no. I
mean, you know, it's not his like point to defend, or you know, he's just listening and then, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he's just listening to stuff. He doesn't listen to any. I mean, they haven't proved anything. They only said this knife belongs to them, has fingerprints of her. This gun has fingerprints of her, and showed him 2 times. That's it. Oh, guilty. Like, but you have to prove that she used the gun to shoot him, you know? I don't know, or something. Prove something.
The judge doesn't. We'd have to. And since only she talked so far, obviously he's gonna side with her. And that's when we have to slide in those DMs, you know?
Yes, and also because, you know, he's mutant Russian, he's a pervert, so he's gonna side with the woman always.
Yes?
Makes Sifu. Even in the face of all of this, do you still wish to plead not guilty?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I mean, if we change our plea, we already lose, you know? But unless we did it first, then we will have won, you know, but it's too late for that.
Too late.
See, just as promised, Mr. Venus Wright. 9, you will not change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
What will you do, Mr. Wright?
When Sheriff John Brown comes for you.
Ding dong. Will you change to justify self-defense? Because now will be the time to do so. 9.
Yeah, like what? Actually, I didn't think about it. But what if during the channeling,
the channeling,
like she, well, it wouldn't make sense.
She
possessed him, and then, but still, it's her fingerprints though.
Well, you know, but I mean, the knife belonged to them, you know, so it's normal they had their fingerprints, you know. Even before the thing, you know, the pistol.
But the thing is, the fingerprints on his gun were the ones from Maya, wasn't it?
Well,
Maya's
that is what they say, you know.
Maya's and Gray's fingerprints, actually.
But we're gonna act here like negationists, you know. I'm gonna say that is not true. Fingerprints don't exist, you know. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I'd better think this through all the way. Well, not guilty, obviously.
Yeah.
Not only is that instant death, and number 2, we have something.
Yeah, we're not gonna play to the game of someone else's game.
Exactly.
9 guilty.
If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. Good. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer.
Murder!
I can't let that happen. I can't rest my case.
Bam.
Your Honor!
Are you close? Have you reached a conclusion?
Concussion? If you reached a concussion. Yeah, well, that fucking whip of hers, yeah.
Wait for it.
The defense will not change. It's...
plea.
We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. God damn it.
I told you you were waiting for it. Du hast. Du hast mich. You have sealed your fate. Mr. Bean is the right detective.
Detain him!
Yeah, it's like we are the guilty ones here or something, you know?
I can't, I'm a detective, not a police officer. Yes, sir.
Infected.
Sir? She's a girl. Never mind.
Go. Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. While she looks at him and says, good, good.
Presented good. Yes, sir.
Now, see here. Proceedings are run by...
Reptoids.
What about she? Reptoids. E. I think it's E.
She's too good.
Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. What testimony? I think court would be like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Well, let's see. We can use it against them, I'm pretty sure. From what we know.
Incriminating evidence?
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime.
What?
As you can see, it's covered in blood. That doesn't mean anything.
That doesn't mean anything. She could have just laid next to the prince laying on the floor, you know, like a dinosaur, and got stained. Or she was eating a tomato and she was stained.
The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
What? You know what? Why do they make all these assumptions, you know? So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this.
This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder, there are blood splatters on it. Yeah, but I mean, we have two gunshots. Like, okay, wait. Okay, I see the connection they make. Point blank range firing. You know, obviously, that's where the blood. But no, actually, that doesn't make sense, because if that is like point blank and he was shot in the head, then it wouldn't. Then the blood wouldn't be down there. You know.
Could be. There will also be residues, you know, on her clothes, perhaps, you know, of gunpowder.
You think so?
Might be. I'm not sure how it works, you know, but might be. Actually, that's how they get people sometimes, you know. Residues of gunpowder on their hands and sometimes on the clothes, you know. But more importantly, you know, if these are her clothes, you know, and she's not wearing, and these clothes are here, means that she's not wearing them. Means that she is naked next to us. She is naked at this court.
As we know, she only has one piece of clothing. Yeah.
Yes. All right, Mr. Wright. I'm a rapper now.
Not at all. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse?
He apparently wasn't informed of anything before coming here. He was just at the vending machines, you know, getting some cola, you know. He was just told, hey, there's the trial. Look at that. Let's go. What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. Seeing this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Venus Wright.
I'm gonna make you walk out of that with your tail between your legs? That sounds weird.
Well, as long as we walk with the tail still between our legs, that should be a good ending.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Also, I mean, the more disturbing fact is that she still has the whip.
Yeah. Incriminating evidence.
Yeah, it seems. Don't think we can press him on that.
Take the next one then. Let's see. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. But I mean, we pressed the previous one. We can press all just to see what he says, you know, but...
Okay.
The previous...
See, Maya's costume. Yeah! She was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else?
I told you, she's naked. Who says it's not tomato sauce? Also, but wait a minute, did we press the first statement?
I don't think we did. We can actually do that, yeah. This blood on the costume.
Did it make?
Lab results show that it is the victim's blood.
So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. We're just sinking our case further.
A little bit. Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Oh well.
No, you must change the topic. Then you go, detective here must testify again. What? But too bad.
Yeah,
Not
sure.
enough time. Let's move on.
Who says that?
Oh, yes. Mrs. Von Karma is perfectly correct.
Do you donate to her fucking OnlyFans?
Yeah, actually.
Not-
Because she works, you know, she has an OnlyFans, doesn't mean that you have to favor her, you know.
Now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite
Yeah,
off
but
more than I can chew here, what should I do?
You know, wait a minute. This reminds me now, like even the judge is on her side. There's a scene in The Simpsons, you know, when Marge is trying to get counsel from Lionel Hutz, you know, the lawyer, the lame lawyer, and then he says what judge they're gonna get, you know, Judge Snyder, and he says, oh, this is not good, this is bad, you know, and this is why, you know, because, well, let's just say that what did he say? I ran over his dog, you know, once, you know, and she says, oh, that's horrible, you know. Oh, they forget the thing, and then he admits, you know, that, well, if you change dog for son and no, wait a minute, and ran over multiple times.
But that's forging evidence.
So I didn't tell it well, you know, but it is funny and very relatable to this.
I would say we press further though.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Wait.
what is even the thing? You know, like it's the blood of the victim on her clothes. What does that mean even, you know? She could have laid next to him, you know? She could have done necrophilia, you know, or something. I don't know.
Let's press further though.
Yeah.
Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a
Ugh.
reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that.
He's like, tell me.
There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder.
Mister.
I think I saw something already.
Where?
That's
Ooh. Again with her OnlyFans, huh? Mrs. Von Kriegsmarine's logic is perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole in it. That's what you said.
Looks like my time is up. So about the costume. I think I saw something. I'm not sure if that was a thing, but I think it is. There's one little thing.
You know.
You're on.
Your Honor. You know, wait a minute. This is so much like that Lionel Hutz thing, you know. He's also at court in another situation. And he's like, and what tie was he wearing, you know? No, wait a minute. He was trying to test the memory of Apu, you know, at court, you know, by telling him, okay, you see the tie that I'm wearing here, you know? And then he turns and says, can you remember, you know, the tie? And then he begins to describe the tie, of course, you know, because I said before. And then the Lionel Hutz begins to struggle with the tie, trying to take it off in the middle of everyone, but giving his back to the witness. And it struggles like that for 10 seconds, like, oh, that's really what you think. Because I'm not wearing a tie at all. And then everyone is surprised, like, actually, you know, oh, he wasn't wearing a tie.
Actually, there's something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
Your mom? What?
What are you talking about, pal?
You see, everyone just wants to condemn her, you know? Where is the problem you're talking about?
I've come this far, there is no turning back now.
We don't fuck it up.
Yeah, I see it. The problem I have... Okay, so now we have to point out where the problem is. Do you see where?
The shot! Yeah, the shot to the right, no?
Exactly, yeah, this one.
Take the shot!
See, it doesn't even light up. But yeah, obviously, right here.
Do it! Take that, bitch.
I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
Sleeve.
My bad.
The sleeve. Oh, there's a tiny hole there. Must have been a glory hole.
A hole? Well, it wasn't in the report.
Hold on. Wait a minute. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Can you imagine the judge, smelling the evidence clothes, in the middle of the courtroom?
So that means, though, that he tried to fight back, and like the first shot didn't came from him.
Can be that someone shot him from behind of her,
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if it smells of gunpowder, then that means there was a point-blank shot.
The shot, Yep.
But now I would like to know where she was sitting, because if she was sitting to the frame thing, then that would explain this bullet hole right here. That wouldn't help us out much, frankly.
But I don't think it's the time to present that yet.
Yeah,
you must wait patiently, young Padawan.
Gunpowder! No one ever told me!
What is gunpowder? A hole that smells of gunpowder. That's what she said.
It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. And we have the key for the hole? Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Obviously.
Order. This is a very grave matter. A matter of the grave. It's best to correct the court record first before anything else.
Because I was wearing at the time of the murder, press the check button for detail. Oh, nice. Hold on, let me check. Can we?
Daddy,
yeah, we can check. Yeah, okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Like usually.
Good man. No.
Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding?
Fool yourself to get a detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing.
Yeah, certainly.
The strength of the evidence still holds. Well, 9.
Nah.
Continue with your testimony. I mean, everyone is taking at face value what these people are saying, but when we say something, nah, it doesn't prove anything. Continue with your testimony that just now was a fluke. Nothing more.
No.
Oh, did you object?
How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. Trump would be pleased.
Yeah. Well, I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police.
As per usual.
No. What Prosecutor von Karma says is true. The evidence still stands.
I still have
subscription to her OnlyFans.
I was about to say, I still have my OnlyFans.
If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then I will send the hood against you.
No way!
9 way. Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony.
And pull yourself together this time. Yes, sir!